Madagascar, the fourth largest island in the world, is a land of fascinating contrasts. Its unique biodiversity and rich culture make up a history of ancient traditions and modern challenges. From lush rainforests to arid deserts, Madagascar is a paradise for endemic species found nowhere else on Earth. The Malagasy people, with their diverse origins and customs, have learned to live in harmony with nature. Their lives are intrinsically intertwined with the rhythms of the earth. This essay will delve into the heart of Madagascar, exploring its vibrant culture, ancient traditions, and the delicate balance between progress and preservation. Before we begin, remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our publications. Without further ado, let's go. Madagascar is an island of contrasts and, in many ways, a world apart. Starting with its geographical location, the island is located in the Indian Ocean, approximately 400 kilometers off the southeast coast of Africa. It's separated from the Indian subcontinent about 88 million years ago, which allowed the flora and fauna to evolve independently, creating a unique ecosystem on the planet. This geological separation over millions of years made Madagascar a place of exceptional biodiversity, with diverse species of plants and animals that cannot be found anywhere else in the world. In addition to its incredible biodiversity, Madagascar has a rich tapestry of cultures and traditions that vary by region and people. Geographic isolation, combined with the diversity of ethnicities and influences throughout the island's history, has generated a multiplicity of beliefs and practices, some of which may seem unusual or even disconcerting to foreigners. Madagascar's cultural heritage is deeply rooted in ancient traditions and beliefs. Rituals and ceremonies mark important milestones in life, from birth to death and everything in between. Ancestor veneration plays an important role in Malagasy spirituality, with offerings and requests for blessings made to the spirits of their ancestors. One of Madagascar's most impressive and mysterious customs is the ceremony called the Dancing with the Dead, or Famadihana. This ritual involves exhuming the bodies of the dead and dressing the deceased in new clothes before dancing with them in a grand celebration. During the event, family members gather to celebrate the lives of their deceased loved ones, rather than mourning them with sadness. The ceremony is marked by singing, dancing, and lots of music, and relatives celebrate the memory and legacy of the deceased as if they were alive, reunited with the living. The practice is based on the belief that death is not the end, but a transition to a new stage, and that the dead continue to play an active role in the lives of future generations. This tradition is a reflection of the deep respect that Malagasy culture has for ancestry and family ties. However, the dancing with the dead is not the only example of cultural practices that clash with Western expectations. In some areas of Madagascar, there is a practice where women are offered to tourists as a way of showing strength and tradition. This custom is a reflection of the complexity of the island's social and cultural relations, where the symbolic practices of hospitality, generosity, and prestige play a fundamental role in the construction of status and identity. Although this custom is not widespread throughout the island, it is deeply rooted in certain communities, where the link between past generations and family traditions has a very high symbolic value. In some cases, women are offered to tourists as a way of honoring the traditions of their ancestors, as well as a way of attracting attention and recognition to their families and villages. These practices reveal the importance of tradition and symbolism in Madagascar. The Malagasy people greatly value the continuity of their culture, preserving ancient customs that, to us, may seem exotic or even incomprehensible. However, for the inhabitants of the island, these traditions are the basis of their identity, passed down from generation to generation as a vital link to the past. Madagascar is a land of impressive natural beauty. In addition to its cultural traditions, Madagascar is also a place with an impressive history and unique geography. The island is bathed by the waters of the Indian Ocean and is separated from the African continent by the Mozambique Channel, which provides it with enormous environmental diversity, with a wide variety of ecosystems, from tropical beaches to mountains covered with dense forests. Madagascar is the fourth largest island in the world, with an area of about 587,000 square kilometers, a little larger than the Brazilian state of Minas Gerais and more than twice the size of France. The island is so large that it can be difficult to imagine the diversity of landscapes and climates it harbors. The high mountains, vast forests and pristine beaches form a backdrop of great natural beauty and serve as a habitat for countless species that do not exist anywhere else on the planet, such as lemurs and several endemic species of plants. With a population of over 28 million people, Madagascar is a country where the majority of the population lives in the countryside, in rural areas, where traditions and customs are more deeply rooted in everyday life. The country's economy is considered underdeveloped and is marked by great social inequality. Most of the population depends on agriculture for their livelihood, growing rice, cassava, beans, and other subsistence crops. At the same time, Madagascar has significant natural resources, such as a vast diversity of flora and fauna, minerals and fishing resources that, if properly exploited, could contribute to the country's economic development. However, the lack of infrastructure, geographical isolation, and lack of investment hinder the exploitation of these riches and limit the country's progress. Despite its economic difficulties, Madagascar retains a rich cultural heritage. The country is home to diverse ethnicities and languages, with Malagasy being the official language. Influences from diverse cultures, such as Arabic, Indian, and European, are also visible in local traditions and cultural practices, creating a unique blend of influences over the centuries. These influences are reflected, for example, in architecture, gastronomy, and music, areas in which Madagascar displays a vibrant and colorful diversity. Traditional Malagasy music, with its characteristic rhythms and instruments, is an important part of the island's cultural and social life, and is used in both religious ceremonies and community celebrations. Another relevant aspect of Madagascar's culture is religiosity. Most of the population follows traditional beliefs that mix ancestor worship with elements of Christianity and other religions brought by missionaries over the centuries. Religious practice is deeply intertwined with everyday life, and spiritual practices play an important role in life decisions from birth to death. Ancestor worship, for example, is present in many Malagasy ceremonies and rituals, including the aforementioned dancing with the dead. For the people of Madagascar, honoring the dead and keeping the memory of ancestors alive is a way of ensuring the protection and well-being of future generations. In terms of biodiversity, Madagascar is a true treasure. The island is famous for being home to a number of endemic species, meaning they are only found there. Lemurs, for example, are one of Madagascar's most iconic animals and represent the unique diversity of local wildlife. In addition to them, the island is home to countless species of birds, reptiles, amphibians, and plants that do not exist anywhere else in the world. This biological diversity not only makes Madagascar a fascinating tourist destination for nature lovers, but also a place of great scientific importance, as the island's ecosystems are a natural laboratory for the study of the evolution and adaptation of species. Madagascar is a place of impressive contrasts, where cultural traditions, nature, and history intertwine in a unique way. Practices such as the dancing with the dead and the offering of women to tourists are just a few examples of the wide range of traditions and customs that make up the identity of a people who live in harmony with their rich cultural and natural heritage. The island is a place where past and present coexist, where traditions are preserved with respect and reverence, and where natural beauty is both a blessing and a challenge for those who try to understand the complexity of this fascinating land. Madagascar is an island full of mysteries and fascinating stories, many of which date back to ancient times. Over the centuries, the island became famous not only for its unique biodiversity, but also for its historical role as a pirate haven in the 17th and 18th centuries. With its rugged coastline and countless smaller islands, Madagascar offered the perfect setting for these outlaws who, hiding in the murky waters and secluded bays, could easily evade authorities and attack ships passing through the region's shipping lanes. But in addition to ideal hideouts, Madagascar also possesses a mysterious component that has captivated generations of treasure hunters and adventurers. Rumors that famous pirates, such as the legendary Olivier Levasseur, known as La Buse, hid their treasures on the island. In addition to its spiritual and cultural traditions, Madagascar also played a crucial role in natural and scientific history. One of the first naturalists to explore the island was Alfred Russel Wallace, a famous British biologist who visited Madagascar in the 19th century. Wallace is best known for his theory of natural selection, which he developed independently of Charles Darwin. During his visit to the island, Wallace was fascinated by the biological diversity of Madagascar, which, due to its geographical isolation, is home to many endemic species, meaning that they are not found anywhere else in the world. He observed that the island was a true natural laboratory, where different life forms, such as the famous lemurs and a variety of plants and insects, had evolved in a unique way. Wallace's contribution to science, especially with regard to biogeography and the theory of evolution, was fundamental to understanding the origin of species. By studying the different islands of Southeast Asia and Oceania, he was able to identify patterns of species distribution that challenged the conventional explanations of the time. Madagascar, with its rich biodiversity, was an essential place for his research and helped lay the foundation for some of his revolutionary ideas. The work of Wallace and his observation of the peculiarities of Madagascar not only expanded the scientific knowledge of the island, but also contributed to the theory of evolution, which would become one of the greatest scientific discoveries in history. The history of Madagascar is a fascinating mix of myths, pirates, spiritual traditions, and scientific discoveries. The island is a place where past and present meet in a unique way, and its traditions continue to shape the lives of the Malagasy people to this day. The influence of pirates, the search for lost treasure, and the rituals of ancestor veneration are all part of Madagascar's rich cultural and historical heritage. And through these elements, it is possible to better understand the complexity and beauty of this unique island. With its fascinating legends, impressive biodiversity, and vibrant traditions, Madagascar remains a place of fascination and mystery, captivating the imagination of all those who seek to better understand its past and present. Did you know these curiosities about Madagascar? Share in the comments what surprised you the most. If you liked today's video, please support us by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to take a look at the video you have on screen now. I'm sure you'll find it fascinating. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.